Minnow net, also known as volleyball today, is a game that everyone can play. Volleyball was invented in 1895 thanks to William G. Morgan. There is lots of history about volleyball. The first volleyball net, which was borrowed from the game of tennis, was only 6 foot 6 inches high. The offensive style of setting and spiking was first demonstrated in the Philippines in 1916. Over the years, it was clear they needed standard rules. The rules were finally formed in 1928. 2 years later, the first two-man beach volleyball game was played. Through the professional side of the sport, it became big. The first beach volleyball tournament took place in California. In 1900, a special ball was designed for the sport. In 1916, in the Philippines, an offensive style of passing the ball became by another player. It was the split and the spike. In 1917, the game was changed from 21 to 25 points. In 1920, 3 hits per side and back row attack rules were instituted. In 1922, the first YMCA National Championships were held in Brooklyn. 27 teams from 11 states were represented. In 1928, it became clear that tournaments and rules were needed. The United States Volleyball Association was formed. The first U.S. Open was staged, and the field was open to non-YMCA squads. In 1930, the first two-man beach game was played. In 1934, the approval and recognition of national volleyball referees came in. In 1937, at the AAU convention in Boston, action was taken to recognize the U.S. Volleyball Association as official national governing body in the U.S. In 1947, the Federation International de Volleyball was founded. In 1948, the first two-man beach tournament was held. In 1949, the initial World Championships were held. In 1964, volleyball was introduced to the Olympic Games in Tokyo. And in 1965, the California Beach Volleyball Association was formed. Here are some other information. As you can see, you will need to know at least 5 of those for your exam. The more you know, the more extra points you will get, so make sure you look them over. Volleyball can be played outside or inside and can be played with any amount of people, over 2. There are 2 kinds of volleyball, beach and indoor, and they both can be played by men or women. There are 3 hits on a side, a bump, a set, and a spike. First you bump, then you set, and then you spike. Now, get into groups of 3 and practice the bump, set, and spike. Once you all get a chance to try 3 hits, come back to your seats. Was it easy for you to get all 3 hits in? What are some important concepts that you look at to make this more go smoothly? Something that is very important during volleyball is communication. It is key. In order to have a successful spike, all players must communicate. For a communication activity, I want you to get in groups of no more than 4 and come up with 6 words that will work well on the court. When you are done, get back into your groups of 3 and see how well the words help you with the neatness of your game. The 6 basic rules of the game are the serve, scoring, rotation, volley, basic violations, and the court. The serve is the most important because that's how you get your points. The server must serve from behind the end line until after contact. The ball may be served underhand or overhand. The ball must be clearly visible to opponents before serve. The served ball may graze the net and drop to the other side for a point, and the serve may be returned by a bump or a set only. You cannot attack or block a serve. Rally scoring is used in volleyball. There will be a point scored on every score of the ball. Offense will score on a defense miss or out of bounds hit. Defense will score on an offense miss, out of bounds hit, or serve onto the net. Game will be played to 25 points, and you must win by 2 points. For rotation, the team will rotate each time they win the serve. Players shall rotate in a clockwise manner. There should be 4 to 6 players on each side. For a volley, there must be a maximum of 3 hits per side. A player may not hit the ball twice in succession, and a block is not considered a hit. A ball may be played off the net during a volley and on a serve. A ball touching a boundary line is good. If 2 or more players contact the ball, it is considered one play, and the players involved may not participate in the next play. A player must not block or attack a serve, and switching positions will be allowed only between frontline players, after the serve only. Just like any sport, volleyball has violations. Stepping on or over the line on a serve, failure to serve the ball over the net successfully, hitting the ball allegedly, like carrying, palming, throwing, etc. touches of the net with any part of the body while the ball is in play. If the ball is driven into the net with such force that it causes the net to contact an opposing player, no foul will be called, and the ball shall continue to be in play. Reaching over the net except under these conditions: when executing a follow-through, when blocking a ball with its opponent's court that is being returned, the blocker must not contact the ball until after the opponent who is attempting to turn the ball makes contact, except to block the third play, if it reaches under the net, and if its failure to serve in the correct order. The playing area of the court for both indoor and outdoor are 18 meters by 9 milliliters, 29 by 6 by 59. Indoor courts also include an attack area designated by a line, back from the center line. Lines on the court are 5 centimeters, 2 inches wide. The net height for men, co-ed mixed, 6, and indoor is 2.43 meters, or 7 feet 11 inches. Net height for women is 7 feet 4 inches. The height of the net shall be 8 inches. The ball weighs between 9 and 10 ounces. Ball pressure is between 4.5 and 6 pounds. Some lingo for volleyball: an ace is when the ball is served to the other team and no one touches it. A side out is when the team that served the ball makes a mistake, causing the ball to go to the other team. A roof is when a player jumps up above the height of the net and blocks the ball. Stuff, when a player jumps above the height of the net, blocks the ball, and the ball goes back at the person who attacked the spiked ball. Dig is when a player makes a save from a very difficult spike, and a kill is when a team spikes the ball and it either lands in, point, or side out.